I do not want a black all-American story when it comes to Polo Ralph Lauren.
Ralph Lauren is, by far and clearly, the most recognizable and important and influential American clothing brand ever.
Black elitism got to get the same way white supremacy does. I don't give a how you present it to me. I don't care. James Jeter just dropped his second collection with Polo Ralph Lauren. The first one, Morehouse and Spelman, HBCUs were the craze. Totally get it. That was a layup. I understand. Now we're in the second collection is based off of Oak Bluff, the only section in Martha's Vineyard where black people could gather and do their thing. Cool. I don't give a about none of that.
What does he mean by do they thing? This is where we need to get specific. He can be specific when it comes to HBCUs, but when he's saying things like do they thing, what does he actually mean? And this is very critical with this collection.
I do not want a black all-American story when it comes to Polo Ralph Lauren because that is not how we and people who look like me have engaged with Polo Ralph Lauren.
He doesn't want an American story. Okay, see, this is where it gets confusing because what we know black is American exclusively. For him to not want that is very confusing. I don't understand where he's gonna keep going with this point.
Oak Bluffs is home.
I was gonna say that.
Sorry.
Black people were able to be here, be free, build a community, and that legacy has lived on.
My aunt, she's 90 years old and lives on the island full time. And she was doing her morning walk and she looked over and MLK just did one of those quick hellos.
Being here, it allowed me, like I said, to unburden myself and to be relaxed.
The fact that I get to do that same walk, my friends live on that same street, it's just so cool.
We all still convene here every August, and we're 30 years old now, right? And we've been doing it since we were 2, some of us.
There's joy and grandparents that are relaxing and multi-generational experiences that warm our hearts and make it hard for everybody to go home when they have to.
Complete this sentence and include the whole sentence. Oak Bluffs is?
I would say simply that Oak Bluffs is special. It's important.
It's never been about some elite bourgeoisie shit. We stole it.
Oh, okay. It's never been about the bourgeoisie, Ralph Lauren specifically. It's never been about that for them. So if it was never about being bougie, why would you want to steal it? That doesn't make sense. Are you saying it's always been about stealing? That's why they wore it, so people know that you stole it?
Because who was stealing that? Who was stealing? Who was stealing that? Now we all thieves. Now we was all just out here just stealing. Everybody just taking what don't belong. Just everybody just stealing. Now, granted, except for that one year when I was like 14 and I had a little makeup phase and I got CVS a couple times, we weren't just out here stealing.
Like the things that you are creating, the things that you're trying to create, the things that, oh, like this is black excellence or black elite or whatever, we stole it.
He's actually saying the quiet part out loud. So when there's people, specifically the black bougie who he doesn't care about, when they're trying to do something, there's always going to be that undertone of someone ready to steal it. He's not saying it, but he's also saying it. So there's people who are trying to do something, and then there are people who are going to steal. He's saying what we're basically arguing. He's arguing our points for us. He just doesn't know it. It's very interesting.
That is not how we engage with Polo Ralph Lauren. And for you, and while I feel like you are overly qualified,
the new creative director of Ralph Lauren is being mentioned here. He's saying he's overqualified. Now that's interesting. When someone does something that this guy doesn't like, now they're overqualified, which is used in a negative way, but also is a compliment to the person that it's negative towards. The creative director is overqualified for him, which I thought would be a good thing. but it's obviously not a good thing.
To sit at the seat as creative director, you must tell these people, if you are going to leverage my blackness to help your company, we have to do it how black people have done it.
He forgets that if someone who wasn't black said exactly what he was saying, he would find an issue with it as well. So this is about leveraging blackness, or is this about telling the story of blackness, which is also American?
Ralph Lauren is Americana, period. And Ralph Lauren understands that the Black American experience is just as Americana. That's what makes this so amazing. This is special. This is accurate. This is done correctly, with honor, with pride, quality. This is how it's done.
At some point, you got to recognize the lowlifes.
We've been doing that. It's not working. These companies, they're not making any money. And here we are today, we're doing the opposite. And that's still not enough for them.
And to that black man that said, we stole that, we was stealing it. No, babes, put the we out.
Ralph Lauren's Oaks Bluff collection, it was beautiful. It was well done to the point where it sold out. Would you wear something like this? Make sure you hit subscribe and like this video and tell me below in the comments, what did you think about the collection? And I will see you on the next video.